Hello, everyone out there. Welcome to the Bubblegum Social Club, the show where I make my friends watch the things that I like, and then I make them talk about it live on the internet because that's always fun. And today I'm here with Ravina. Hi, Ravina.
Hello.
And we are going to talk about the brand new awesome series, Bee and Puppycat. Yay! We watched this for like our very first episode where my hair was straighter and just slightly different and my room was less sparkly. And we loved it so much. And then they did a Kickstarter, and now there's a series, and I hope to get some Kickstarter stuff at some point, which would be nice because I paid some for that. But it was totally awesome. What did you think?
Oh yes, I loved it.
Oh,
I'm so glad it's here.
I know. I like that there was two episodes and that was fun. Also, it seems slightly more violent this time, but not really.
There's like a lot of punching going on.
Yeah, Puppy's angry.
But he's angry.
Yeah, and he needs a leather jacket to express his inner coolness.
Yeah, so I went back and I rewatched the first episode.
I meant to do that and it didn't happen.
Because I was like, I totally forget what the storyline is, and so I went back and I rewatched it, and then I watched the new ones. And I had forgotten that Puppycat was like the outlaw prince, possibly, supposedly, maybe.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, oh, like makes sense that he wants this leather jacket because he wants to be like a tough guy, and he's like, needs to be prepared to like fight his enemies and stuff. And B is just like, what? You're just really cute.
Like the jacket that says Pooh Monster, and I was like, oh no. Like that is. I hope that We Love Fine makes something that says that because somebody needs to buy that and wear it.
Amazing. I would put that on a pet for sure.
My gosh, just it was. I like love that they go to the grocery store and he comes back with like all these weapons, and you're like, wait, where?
Nades and like spiked balls on chains and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was. And the cicada, with the sexy cicada.
That's exactly what I wrote in my notes. Sexy cicada.
That kind of freaked me out because I was like, oh, that is what they're saying. I feel really gross now. I'm really happy I don't live near cicadas.
Puppycat really does not like insects. Like in the first one,
Anybody.
not really, but he really does not like insects. Because in the first one, he's talking to that ladybug, and he's like, bow down to me.
Yeah.
And the ladybug's like, nope. And now, like the stupid fucking cicada, like.
That was so funny. Sexy cicada with the smooch and make
Fancy noises at him.
And then poor Decker trying to put up with them while he's trying to make a recipe, and like Puppycat just like throwing everything everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, and then one of the changes I noticed was that Puppycat talks in the I guess our world-ish part now instead of just in the space world.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that made sense though because like unless they're going to spend a lot of time in space world, I like the idea of Puppycat talking in the weird, awesome voice and only B probably being. I don't know. I don't know if other people can understand Puppycat because it doesn't seem like Puppycat talks to anybody else, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Probably because Puppycat's so angry all the time. That's like my favorite thing. When I first watched it, I was like, whoa, Puppycat's really mad. And then,
Like punching the animals.
Like by the third time, I think the bird is just like, ugh. By the third time I watched it, I was like, I love Puppycat so much, and all of his tiny, cute anger.
Yes.
He's just like unfazed by all of it. Just,
Yep.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it actually kind of reminded me of Doctor Who, like just like Rose as a companion, just being like, oh yeah, I'll totally attack the giant monster while swinging on a chain. Sure, why not? It makes sense. And then, like she's in the second. You saw the second one, right? Just making sure the farmer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
When she gets to the cherry and she just like attacks it, like nothing. And I'm like, I don't think I would have thought of that. That is genius.
Yeah. I mean, for all that, is it Deckard's, is it his sister? Is that who his character
Yeah,
is?
I'm pretty sure it was his sister, yeah.
Okay. So, for all that his sister is like, B is kind of immature and like, sort of, childlike and blah, blah, blah. Like, she's pretty kick-ass. Like,
Yeah.
B has, like, bitten off the, like, tentacle of this crazy demon in the first episode, and now she's, like, slicing open this soul-eating cherry and all, like, she's pretty great.
Yeah, but like nobody knows because her temp jobs are in like alternate universes.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. I just want to run on a loop like the dream sequences too, like while I fall asleep because that was so pretty and soothing.
Yeah. There's always like some sort of crystals involved and everything is very like floaty and like blue and pink. I think we were talking about the difference last time in the colors of the dream world and the real world.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very different.
Yeah, I like that. The Mary Sue posted a bunch of Halloween costumes, and I try to link to it, but it's like a slideshow. That's why I haven't sent it to you because I was like, I have to find it and link to it. But dressed up as Bee, and from the first one with the dreams when all the puppies are like puppy cats are in her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she has like the long pink wig and then all these little puppy cat faces sticking out of the wig.
Oh my god.
Like the best thing, and it was like the dream sequence, and I just it's so pretty and soothing, and like at the end when she sticks her hand through the water and like
Mm-hmm.
puppy cat, and I just like, aw, I was like I don't even know what this means. I have no idea what this has to do with anything, but I feel really happy right now.
Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I thought it was really interesting how in like the very first, original episode when they go into the like alternate space the first time to get their assignment, when it gives them their like battle gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. That B ends up dressed like Puppycat, like she's wearing, this weird thing with like the pink puffy sleeves and the giant bell, and she's like, I don't like this at all. She's really pissed off. And now in the new episodes, then they end up dressed like her instead, essentially. Like, yeah. I mean, Puppycat doesn't really get clothing, but it's still like he's like becoming more in her world instead of like her joining his.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. That is actually kind of cool. Like they're more of a team and less of a like she's being saved by him or something. It's more just like, oh, that's like wacky roommates. What will happen next? But better, in a better way.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I had forgotten that she was dressed as. I thought she was just kind of like cute space warrior girl. But this time it was like gardening, I guess, because it was like farming of souls. Yeah. Wow, that's creepy.
So creepy. That creepy, like a preacher guy. What did I say? I wrote in my notes. Yeah, farmer is like a creepy preacher.
Yeah, his voice acting was amazing.
Yeah.
So like as soon as he starts talking, you're like, oh, this is not gonna end well. It's gonna end badly.
It's kind of like when Nathan Fillion went on Buffy as the creepy preacher, and you were like, uh-oh, this is gonna be real bad.
I've seen pictures. I've never seen the last TV season of Buffy, and I kind of like, do I really need to? Like, do I really need to see Nathan Fillion as creepy? I probably do. I mean, not when I say that out loud, but yeah. As soon as I saw the picture of him, I was like, oh yeah, that would be creepy. It was like after I'd seen Firefly, I was like, oh no,
it's creepy.
Yeah, but especially somebody who's so like Nathan Fillion to be like. Anyway. Yeah, but I like. Sorry.
Oh. I liked the farmer's animals. Like his little snake was all like, "Arr, arr." Like I really liked his little noises. It was really cute.
I like how she's like, if you didn't have pets, I would murder you. Like,
She got that same like face that she has on when she steals the guy's candy in the first one. Like mad face.
and well, it's like the way the guy says that the payment for the job was going to be the sweet release of death. Just the way that he says it, it gets stuck in my head on a loop, which sounds creepy. Not creepy, just because it's like the way he says it is so like contemplative and like, oh, I that's what I had planned to pay you. I just don't really know what to do now. Like as if that's not the creepiest thing to say.
Yeah.
And
You
then he
know
gets, sorry.
the like voice acting and sound design on this is phenomenal. I think a lot of the time I'm a little bit turned off by cartoons because I hate the music, I hate the sounds, I don't like the voices. It's all just like very jarring to me, and I can't get into it because I'm like, my ears. I can't take a lot at once.
Yeah.
Being Puppycat is great because the background music is very like calm and like I just want to listen to it on a loop. And then the voice acting is amazing. Like
Recipes. Recipes. Recipes.
recipes. Like I don't even know.
And he's like, pause. Recipes. I was like, how can you go to culinary school? You can't even say the word recipe.
Like yeah, their actors they have picked are just amazing, and then the sounds like the little snake making his weird little sound, or like the weird cicada just being like, oh my god, like sexy cicada.
That's awful. The smooch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Yeah, it is very I mean like honestly I think that it has the same amount of sounds and sound effects as most cartoons do, but they're very like soft, I guess. They're not like, hey kids, pay attention to this. Hey, did you look over here? Oh, what's happening now? Hey, woo, toys.
Yeah.
It's more just like an everyday life feeling inside your head. Like on the Jamie podcast, they have she does like a mash game at the end because she talks about like people's teenage years, and sometimes she asks them like if you had like a band that would like make your theme song that would play for you like everywhere you went, what would it be? And I would be like, I want one of the songs in the Puppycat to be my theme song. But yeah, I like how she's very just all over the place, which I identify with. My brother sent me some art piece, and it's like a comic book panel with a woman thinking, and like it's just random stuff like I love you, I hate you, I want pie, oranges, go away, come back. This is you, and I was like, I feel like I should be worried that I agree with you, but I'm not.
That's another reason that I love this cartoon so much is because Bee is so relatable, and she is, they're in the supermarket and she's shopping for stuff, and she's like, oh wait, where you go? Fish cakes.
Oh, which reminds me, We Love Fine has a shirt that says fish cakes on it. I was like, I need that. I need a fish cake shirt. Yeah, no, that's like when I'm in my office and like nobody can see me. Hopefully nobody walks by while I'm doing this, and I get like through something that was really difficult. Always let it down. I just do this. Just yes, I did it. And I'm like somebody's gonna like walk into my office when I do that.
You're like,
I'm never gonna stop doing that. Like I don't care where I am. I'm always like, or if I'm like by myself in like a grocery aisle and there's music, I will start dancing. I will. It's just I will.
I was waiting at the like pharmacy in Walgreens one day, and they were playing a decent song on the like piped in music, and so I was like started dancing in line, and of course they have like the cameras at the pharmacy, right, to like watch you in line and make sure you're not stealing prescriptions for other patients or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know, and so then I get up to the counter finally, and the guy is like, "I liked your dance," and I was like, "Oh, you were watching me, yeah."
I do that sometimes when I'm waiting in line at the pharmacy, partially because like some of them recognize me because I come in like every week. That sounds bad. It's not, I had a kidney transplant. I have a lot of medicines. But sometimes I do it and I wonder if anybody notices, and then I do it a little bit like bigger moves just to see. Not like that. Not so big that people think I'm crazy, but just enough to people.
Yeah.
Nobody. I don't think anybody ever notices. But yeah, like B does such random, like the not being able to spell anything. There are like I have discovered there's a lot of like phrases and like things that people just say that I would say that when I type them out, they look so weird, and I have to figure out how to restructure the sentence to not use that phrase. Because like I'm like, wait, does this mean what I think it means? I don't even know. Have I ever used this phrase before? I don't understand words anymore. I don't know what's happening. So she's like typing in the text and everything is misspelled, even when she goes back and fixes it 5 times.
Yeah, but that's like,
dumb.
yeah. That's how I feel with autocorrect, because sometimes it'll correct everything to the words I don't want, and then I have to go back and try again, and then it keep like, I'm like, no, this is
yeah. And then if finally you just write okay, you're like, just yes. I don't even know what you asked me anymore. I'm just saying yes.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of weird things, the part where she like gets the gum back from Puppycat, and that was so gross. That was so gross.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, it was. I was like, that did not just happen. That did not just happen. So grossed out. Everything that has happened in these 2 episodes. The part she's like, she runs and she's like, I have to go to the bathroom really bad. Then she can just like go talk to I love that. And then the poor transporter temp bot face is like, did you just touch me and you didn't wash your hands in the bathroom?
Yeah.
We don't have time for washing hands. We need money.
It's like,
That's not okay. I don't like it. But yeah, I like Deckard. He is cute. He is going to be inserted into my like list of cartoon crushes for sure, because he is adorable.
he's pretty great.
Yeah, and he says,
he like obviously knows how to cook all of these things. Like, you know, in the first one he gives Bee the casserole and everything, and she like thinks that she can cook, and she really cannot cook at all.
no. No. I don't even know what they made. It was like a Jello bean.
Yeah, something.
I think it was an eggplant, actually. I think it was supposed to look like an eggplanty thing.
Oh yeah, because there's all those eggplants in the first
Yeah.
part. Yeah, there's eggplants like everywhere. Oh, lots of eggplants.
Purple. They should taste like candy, but they taste like bitterness. Like life. That's life. The metaphor. Oh man, I loved it so much. It's like I want those animators to build a machine to animate my dreams.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
Food dream, please, too. I'd like some food dreams.
I loved the sexy food magazine with like the ice cream cone with the legs, like all sexy, and I was like, I would totally read that magazine for sure.
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
Oh, I love food. I love somebody I follow on Tumblr will repost like vegan desserts a lot.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I tell her like, why do you do this to me? But I don't want her to stop because they're delicious and beautiful pictures of things I'm never gonna make, but I'm just like, yes, more. I loved it so much, and I'm so excited because there's gonna be more of it. It's great.
Yes. All I ever wanted was more, and now there is more.
Yeah, I need to buy things. Like, I feel like I was there at the beginning. went through the Kickstarter, and now I need to buy things because like I want to be part of this fandom. I would never even think about it as a fandom like before. Like if this wouldn't have happened when I was a teenager because we didn't have all this stuff. But I sound old. That was weird. But I wouldn't like we didn't have the word fandoms then, as far as I know. And so I wouldn't have been like, oh yeah, I just like watched it and then but like that was cool and then think about it inside my head by myself. But now it's like I need to buy all the things so everybody knows that I am part of this group that loves this thing.
Yeah.
So that's what happens, kids, when you become a fangirl and the fandoms just get you.
Right. Well, I mean, I today just changed my like phone screen to a like Bee and Puppycat artwork, that I found. I was like, yes, this is great.
I was finding myself wishing that all of my emojis were like Bee and Puppycat emojis because, yeah, right? Right?
Someone has to be on that. Someone needs to make those right now. Now. I
would pay money to put that on my phone.
Internet, please.
I would pay money to put an app on my phone that just sent to somebody else with the same app. I would just send emojis that were Bee and Puppycat.
Yeah.
That.
Right. This is the point in the podcast where we insert that picture of Fry from Futurama going, take my money! Shut up and take my money!
Seriously. Like, I just want all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas wish list. I'm just going to be like, fish cake shirt.
Yeah.
Cyber Monday or whatever. Just that weekend where they have the discounts, just go buy the fish cake shirts and we love fine. I'll put a link to it in the Tumblr notes and the YouTube notes because of all the shirts, I want the one that says fish cakes on. I don't even know what they are or what they might taste like. Well, I was gonna say that they probably taste like fish sticks, but then I realized that they were like in a box, so maybe they taste like cake. I like imagining what animated food tastes like. What?
There's a little ice cream that you can get that's like it's vanilla ice cream with like red bean paste, and it comes in these little like sort of it's not like a cookie shell. It's like that stuff that is sort of like styrofoam, but it's edible and it's kind of sweet. It's like shaped. It's like molded like a fish, and then it's like the ice cream is inside. It's like a little fish ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, you know that edible styrofoam that people eat all the time.
It's not bad.
I know. It's just that's awesome. I would seriously like eat
a wafer.
I know what you mean. Edible styrofoam. Like you're
You know.
I don't really know. Okay, see, well, you had me at red bean paste because my new favorite ice cream is red bean ice cream.
Yeah.
And I want that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
I can get for like $1 at the Korean barbecue place. They probably have them in like some sort of a marketplace.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out and /search for it on the internet. That sounds awesome. It occurred to me also other merchandising ideas for Bee and Puppycat, a cookbook, like Deckard's cookbook.
Yeah, that would be good.
Giant Jello eggplant jelly bean thing with a leaf sticking out of it from an alien. Got eaten by his pets, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I kind of want all the things that I want Totoro in. I want Bee and Puppycat in. I want keychains and journals and phone cases and all the little stuff. That's all the stuff that I want Bee and Puppycat in.
Yeah, I want the little tiny I want pens.
Mm-hmm.
And earrings that are like the spoons with the desserts on them, and like a charm bracelet. I don't usually wear charm bracelets, but I would wear Bee and Puppycat charm bracelets.
Totally.
Yes, and pins and just everything.
Yeah, little Bee and Puppycat enamel pins.
Yes, a garland that I could hang there. That would be cool. I don't know.
All the things.
All of it. Yes, I love it. I like it also because it's just, um, everything from like it's just crazy. Like it's everything like when you the whole like as a kid you think you're gonna be grown up and then oh yeah you just know what to do and you don't and you're like oh never mind. It just embodies all that but with like a sense of like it's okay.
Mhm.
Okay, we're all in this together. We'll figure it out. Ruin recipes, fight space demons. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all good. I like that, and I wonder like how they're gonna continue on with the story. There was something else I was gonna say about the story that was different. Was it? Sorry, totally stalling. Anyway, I wonder how they're gonna go on with like the Deckard going to cooking school and stuff, and if he's gonna leave, and because I guess they live on an island.
Right. Yeah, I'm never quite sure where it takes place. I imagine it's taking place in Japan.
I was like Seattle, taking place in Seattle.
Well, there's never really any like specificity.
I'm fine. I figure it takes place in an alternate universe to our own.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, it kind of
Has its own alternate universes within it.
right. Well, yeah. I mean, you just sort of accept the world as it is. Like, oh, we're trying to put it, in Japan or somewhere like that. But it doesn't have to be any of those places. It is its own place because it's a cartoon. Like it has its own world. It's like if we tried to say, oh, in Adventure Time, they're clearly in like San Francisco. Like, are you nuts? It's a cartoon. They're not.
Adventure Time takes place in like a post-apocalyptic world, but we don't know which post-apocalyptic world.
Oh, right. Yeah. So being Puppycat could be anywhere.
Yeah. It could be San Francisco. Oh, I think my computer froze for a second. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. Oh, there it is again. Sorry. I was like, everything's stuck. I don't know what to do. I was looking at my notes, and I wrote down with an exclamation mark, Deckard's room is beautiful. So, like, pause that and just look at
all
it.
the plants and everything, and oh, it's gorgeous.
Like,
Bee's room is too.
yeah, her couch bed.
Yeah. Like, a couch.
I was like, does she have a room and other clothes? No, apparently not. Oh, and then when they put out the fire in the pan with water, and I was like, aren't you not supposed to do that, or is that like fires?
Eh.
I'm a little concerned. Oh, this is the gum. Okay, she could have returned the gum to get money back, but she ate it instead, and I was very upset about that. I was like watching it. I was like, return the gum and get your dollar back, and then she ate it. And I was like, no.
But it turned out to save the day because then, she defeated the creepy preacher.
Soul sucking cherry, which sounds weird.
Yeah.
But I liked when she put the gum in it, and then like it made everything flour, and then she's like, "I killed it. Here, have some gum."
Yeah.
Like, I'm taking this. Just like pulls it out of his head, and I was like, that did not have any consequences. I wasn't expecting that.
Right? Yeah, he was just like, well, like nothing really.
Yeah. And then everybody ate him, and everybody ate everybody else. I was like thinking, is this part of like, is this tragic, or is this like an ecosystem of the jelly cube thing? And then they're gonna like I don't know. I like that there's so many ways to explain everything in it, and it just makes me happy with the colors. And just watch it, definitely for sure, watch it all the time. 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I'm definitely going to I think I need to use this cartoon because I just not good at falling asleep or going to bed. And I think I need to make my room more of a place I want to be in instead of a place I want to be in front of my computer in because that's where the computer is.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to like pick colors from being Puppycat because it's so pretty and lavender.
Yeah, the colors are very nice. I think it's so well designed. Like I don't really like cartoons very much. I don't watch cartoons. Like if given a choice, I probably would not pick cartoons to watch.
Yeah.
But I love being Puppycat, and part of it is the ridiculousness of it, and how well it's made, and how smart it's made.
Yeah.
Just
sorry.
The aesthetics.
Yeah, I think that's the things that cartoons, much like comics, is a medium, and we forget sometimes that it's not like the one genre that represents it most of the time in media. And then, like, even just watching Cartoon Network, there's such a huge variety. Like, I come off as a person who watches, like, any kid's show no matter what it is, and that can seem very true sometimes. There are times where I just get full-on angry about a show because I think it's stupid. But, like, there's so many good kids shows that hit this, like, note that is very different from everything else, and this kind of makes you feel like everything's going to be okay, even though everything is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, if it was on Netflix, like, we got to figure out a way to watch, you might not like it because it's more crazy than anything, but this Amazing World of Gumball, which just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a family, and there's two little boys, and they go on all these crazy adventures. But, like, one is a goldfish, and one is a blue cat, and his little sister's a pink bunny, and the dad's a bunny. Anyway, but the way that it's animated, like, I just remember me and my cousin watching it for the first time, and both of us looking at each other like, I don't know what that was. It was super weird, but I want to watch way more of it. And it was similar to this, and, like, they're just, give cartoons a chance, people. Come on, just give cartoons a chance.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, personally, I'm more drawn to cartoons that have an artistic feel to them. Like, we're talking about in that first bit of Bee and Puppycat, in that first dream sequence, it's very, like, painterly, and it, looks more like, to me, it looks more like one of those early hand-painted Disney scenes.
Oh, yeah.
And she, her artwork reminds me a lot of Mary Blair, actually, because Mary Blair did a lot of the, like, artworks for Disney in the earlier years, and her artwork is just stunning, and she is so specific about color and shape. And I think that's what I love so much about Bee and Puppycat, too, is that it's very specific about color and shape. And
yes, there's a lot of intention. You can feel, like, the through line of, like, this is what this person really wanted this to be, and not just, like, buy toys now.
Right. Or, like, everything is a different color, for no reason. Like, they're not coloring anything arbitrarily.
Yeah. To be clear, the coloring does make sense in Amazing World of Gumball. It just doesn't when I explain it, because I suck at explaining things.
Well, I'm not saying that this is the only cartoon that does that.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure, because I'm not good. Like, I can make a sitcom out of me trying to explain things to my brother, because the looks he gives me are just amazing. But yeah, no, you're right. It has a lot of that. The style of animation is different. I think, like, somebody had mentioned that in the Mary Sue comments that I was looking at, but it still has a lot of that, just the really nice, pretty quality, but also very silly at the same time. Like, it just molds the like, beautiful and silly so well, and I love that.
Yeah.
So good. Anyway, is there anything else you wanted to discuss that specifically?
Her hair is real big.
Yeah, it got bigger. It definitely got bigger.
Got bigger. Her hair is big. Recipe.
Recipe.
Turtle. The turtle came back.
Yeah, he was so happy.
I really liked that. He's like the little exclamation point.
Yes. Yeah, I was like, turtle punctuation, yes, yes.
Oh, and then Deckard, when he opens the door, he's wearing that cat apron, and it's like that same apron that Bee was wearing in the first episode when she's like, I got fired from my job, and she's wearing, like, that big poofy dress and the cat apron.
Yeah.
And then Deckard's wearing the cat apron. I was like, huh? What?
I assumed that they worked at the same place, and that he.
Oh, maybe.
Unless everybody has cat aprons and they just wear them to cooking jobs.
Could be.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or
Um,
maybe she gave him the apron because it reminded her of her terrible job.
it could be. And she was like, ugh, you're a Deckard.
You would just be like leaving it at his house, and he's just like, I guess I'll just keep it.
I also really liked how him and his sister, like, at first I was unsure if she was his sister, and then when he was, she was like, oh, it smells like a dog. Like, you smell like, you look like a dog. And then she was just like, ha 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 ha.
he just slowly stops laughing, and she just continues to laugh. That was so great. Oh, then there's on the floor, and she's just like grabbing his leg, and then just there.
You're like, yeah, absolutely brother and sister, yep.
That was great. And then like the fact that she stays in the bathroom all day until the nighttime, and
And I'm
like
like, she's fine.
I was thinking, like, does he check in on her? He falls asleep on the table. Like, is he waiting? Does he do this often enough that he's just like, meh, no big deal?
Right, like there's no timeline. We're not given, any idea of how long they've really like known each other. Because in the first, installment of being Puppycat, they're very shy around each other.
Yeah, I think that was kind of like a pilot, and that this is more like the series. Like, it was more kind of like the thesis statement, and this is the essay. That was terrible. That was awful. Sorry.
No, I get it. I do get it. No. Yeah, that makes sense because, now we're like firmly in the story, so it doesn't really matter how we got there. It just matters that we're there, and this is how the world is.
Yeah, and I think that as the show goes on, we'll probably get a lot more information because there was a lot of really cool like background stuff and character designs that you could see, and there was like a bakery, which of course I only remember because it was food. I don't remember much of anything else. And I was like, oh, there's going to be a bakery in it. And then immediately went to like the next email and did not pay any, like, totally forgot about it until now. And I was like, bakery! So I think that there's going to be a lot more exploration of her world as well as like Puppycat's world.
Mm-hmm.
It's Puppycat's world. But so I think we're going to definitely get a lot more story, and I'm very excited about that because I love story.
Yes.
And I'm hoping, I'm assuming there's going to be some Bee and Puppycat fan fiction, and I can only assume that will be the best thing in the whole world.
Yeah, it could be good.
Well, just because I like the idea, like I have read some really good fan fiction. I'm just going to be upfront about that, and I was like, what? I started reading it, I was like, psh, this is going to be stupid, and then I was like, oh no, this is actually very good. I'm not telling you which fandoms though. That's my secret to keep. Anyway, some of it is just like really fun. I will reveal this one. I read one where like all of the Avengers were actually like chefs, and they each had their food. And then Loki came in to bring in, like, he wanted to create like the street they were on into a strip mall, and so they all like gathered together to create like a cook-off to fight him down. And he brought in like Bobby Flay to like cook against them. And Thor had like a brewery and had these like shrimp things that people didn't have a name, they just called them shrimp things. If you bought like a certain amount of beers, you would get like these shrimp things. And Captain America, Steve Rogers, had like he was like a Michelin star chef or whatever it is, diamonds.
Of course.
He opened his own food truck. So like he gave food to like people who were in need, and he donated stuff. And Bruce was like the angry chef at Tony Stark's like gastronomic whatever.
Of course.
Like, well, there was always explosions there. Like, they know that kind of like crazy, like, that it's not gastro, it's like something else. But where they like make things out of the food, and then you like crack it and like peel it and like smoke comes out, and like like,
yeah.
And then there was like the Shield restaurant where everything was dark. You went and ate in the dark. The chefs cooked in the dark. And, like, Coulson was a pastry chef. It was like the best thing. I was like, this is amazing. I love this so much. And based on that, I can imagine people coming up with great alternate universe worlds where Bee and Puppycat go and fight crazy monsters.
All right. Yeah, I think. Yeah, sounds good.
That was my fan fiction pitch. I'm done now. I just was really excited about that.
I could be on board.
Yeah, I'm going to send that to you. I'm going to send it to you and ask you about it next time we talk. Anyway, I think that's it for now. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, go watch it. Just definitely go watch it. It's just recipes. Go watch it. I'm just gonna be saying recipes quietly to myself while I work all the time now, and I just hope nobody walks in when I'm doing that. The recipes. I love the voice acting so much in this.
Yeah.
Everything is perfect.
Yep.
Yeah. Go watch it. Anyway, that's it for now. We'll have a 3-minute conversation coming up next. I am working on another solo video, but it's just, thinking is hard. And someday it'll come out. Anyway, and then we'll move on to something that I think is going to be a little bit more Harry Potter themed, but we will see. Anyway, that's it for now. Bye.
Goodbye.